Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be talking about what you should be doing for part 2 of the 2025 Global Dokkan campaign. So we just got the final batch of part 2 content. There's one or two events let's talk about on Monday, we'll talk about that at the end. But basically it's the perfect time to start wrapping up quite a few things in the Global Dokkan campaign. There's been a lot that's come out. So obviously we'll try our best to just talk about it, cover it all, and talk about what sequence you want to summon for it. So obviously the most important will be the summon tickets. As everyone knows, there's summon tickets that you can earn, 100 in total, from the missions and different events. And you can use these tickets to get a higher chance at legendary summon units. I've used all of mine. I managed to get LRs with both sets, which I was very happy with. So the only LR I'm missing at 55% is actually Mega Shenron, which is amazing. And look, to get these tickets you have to do challenge events. You're going to have to exchange proof of masteries at the barber shop. These events, if you do the panel missions and everything, will take you around a lot of the content that you're meant to be doing. So that's why I suggested first, do the tickets first, get them out the way. In the process you'll probably engage with almost all the content. You know, LR Nova Shenron, you'll have to get him Rainbow, you'll have to get a max link level, max super attack level. Proof of masteries, you have to do the training in the cloud events. Challenges, you have to clear at least a moderate level of the challenges. It's not hard. You can do a lot of it with the free-to-play Goku Black team, but it means that you have to engage with that content. Whether you want to clear it or not, you have to do a little bit of it, whether it's clearing one phase or one stage. So that's why doing the tickets first, absolutely crucial. Obviously, I then talk, Elan over Shenron, very important. You get things like the daily Shadow Dragon skill orb stage, which players should do, also very important. Transcendent Embodiment of Fury, also very important for the free-to-play Goku Black team, the team that I suggest you get, because it's going to help you with all of these events, all of these missions. And yeah, obviously on that, Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. So it's difficult to beat Gogeta, I completely understand, but the first two fights are not difficult at all. And that's actually where the majority of your rewards come from. The tickets, the extra Virtual Dokkan currency. So making sure that you do that is very important. And you get a free copy of the LR Shadow Dragon Legion. So really, you should be doing the Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. Even if you can't beat Gogeta, just beat the first two stages over and over again to get all the rewards. And then we have obviously training in the clouds. This event's great. I'll talk about it a little bit on later again. But you should be doing that event and getting all the rewards from there. We'll talk about the other benefits. Then, we have a whole bunch of things like exchanging your Global Dokkan Celebration medals. Very important. Looking at the burst limit rewards. Exchange your proof of mastery is very important. All of these things you're going to want to make sure you do. You still have part 3 obviously to exchange them, but my suggestion really would be to most players would be to do it now yourself. So that you have a little bit more kind of like it's not a last minute thing, you're not caught in a trap. Then we have the Dokkan Awakening missions, also very, very crucial. I think a lot of players are overlooking those and they provide immense value for the players, which I think is great. You've got your Extreme Z Awakening campaigns. Obviously you're going to want to, in conjunction with the Dokkan Awakening of units, you're going to want to also go Extreme Z Awaken units. Remember, it's not just the current Easy Bs and Super Easy As, but it's also the Sub Easy As, and there's missions for those as well, which I've covered on this channel. So really, there's a lot of content. I mean, even if you just talk about awakenings, I think we've received like over 15 different unit awakenings in the form of Extreme Z Awakening, Super Easy As. So there's a lot of new units to get, and they are necessary to help kind of embolden those rosters that you're using. Obviously, if you've done all the challenge content and everything, you can look at quest mode. I mean, really, you can start wrapping that up. If you're a new player as well, it's super important to go there for stones. But it's ultimately in things like the training in the clouds where you'll want to spend any excess stamina. If you're like me, you've done everything, you've completed all the missions, you've done all of that because you've got a YouTube channel, you've got to put everything out there in the first 2 days. Then training in the clouds, great way to rank up your account, great way to link level. I've finished link leveling all of the Goku Blacks, which is amazing. And I'll also make sure that I do get the Gogetas. It's very, very, very good stage. And then of course the Extreme Z battles. Super Easy As, Easy As. But even the older ones, like do all the current ones, but even the older ones, super crucial to do those as well. If you haven't done any, you've missed any. It's always very important. And then finally, just talking about the upcoming contents, we have the burst mode that will be coming on Monday. So make sure that you're prepared for that. I'll obviously do videos, of course, as always. Burst mode, super duper helpful, great, fun. And then we have the special player survey battle, which could be interesting. It's interesting to see what players put in the survey, what they'll want to do. And yeah, just basically to take a look at what kind of content they pop out. But yeah, keep in mind those two events will be coming. So if you're watching this video and they're not up yet, then that's where they're coming. If you're watching this video and those events are up, make sure that you do them, because it's very, very important. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below any suggestions, and bye.